In your free time, you say you go through reactions. Obviously, you do a lot of TikToks as well, as we know.
Exactly.
Like, how much did you do, like, today, if you did anything?
I didn't do it today yet, but since I have makeup on, I definitely... Every day I have makeup on, I have to film TikToks. Yeah, because... So people, like, it's TikTok and me, we have a very... like complicated relationship.
Okay, describe.
So I this is gonna be like me just ranting.
Yes.
No, go ahead.
So I started TikTok. It's been a year now.
Okay.
So my friend, before Corona started, like he was like, "Hey, I think TikTok's gonna be a big thing. So like, why don't you jump on it?" And I was like, "It's kind of like cringy, and I don't really want to do cringy stuff." But then he's like, "Just do it." So I was like, okay, fine. I opened it, and within less than a year, I got like 1 million followers, and then the views was like crazy. I was like, damn, this platform is so different from any other platform, because I also have a YouTube channel, so I know like, you know, views and everything and comments are so important. But I was like, wow, this is like so different. And it's been a year and like 3 months now. So I grew 500K past 2 months.
Wow.
The past 2 months?
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Whoa.
I also don't know how to describe where these people are coming from. But like, TikTok is very interesting because first I started off as like, you know, we're all stuck at home anyway. So I started filming TikToks in my dorm and all that stuff. And then after that, after getting views and comments and stuff, people on TikTok, because there's a thing called For You page. So they just recommend you random videos that you'll maybe like. And people started saying like, I keep getting this blonde hair girl on my For You page. Like they don't know who I am, but I just pop up on everyone's For You page. And it's funny because a lot of people don't know who I am at first. And even when I go out on the streets in Korea, some Korean, because I'm based here in Korea, so of course my platform, even though it's in English, it pops up on like Koreans users For You page too.
Yeah.
So sometimes they'll be like, oh, but then they don't for me for being a CLC member. They for me for being like, they're like,
TikTok.
TikTok. And I was like,
that's so interesting.
Hi, it's me. And then and then like all my fans who knows me, who follows me, they're like Cheshire. They're CLC's fans. But these days I'm getting new fans. Because I started making new content, because before I was doing dancing, lip syncing, and funny stuff. But now I wanted to do relatable stuff, because the past few years people started seeing me as a relatable idol. I don't know how that happened, but
you have a relatable personality.
Yeah,
really.
I guess so. They're like, oh, she's so relatable. Sorry, she's so relatable. And like, all my fans are mostly like female, like girls. So they're like, oh my god, she's like sis. They call me sis. They call me bestie. They call me like, yeah, they call me like the queen or whatever. And then they're like, who is this girl? Like she pops up on my For You page. She always like, she's everywhere. And then I started making content about like relatable stuff these days, just like, you know, just the stuff that Western audience they're really familiar with. But because I'm a K-pop, I'm here in the K-pop field, like people don't expect me to do that type of content. You know, like the TikTok where they write like text up here, like when you and your friend, whatever.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah. So I'm trying to do that, and then I gained 500K out of nowhere because they're like, oh my god, she's so relatable, and then and she's a K-pop star. What the heck? And then they start like researching about me, and one of my TikTok really popped off because I did this thing where I was like, so people these days think that, so people like to say like, oh, I didn't know that she's a K-pop star. And then I kind of like talked about myself that, yeah, I am a K-pop star. Why can't I be on this platform like other people? And then people, I guess they just love it because like they don't see a lot of K-pop idols sitting here doing this type of content.
Yeah.
So I'm able to gain like a whole new like, you know, new audience out of that. And I also think it's a good thing because like I feel like for K-pop for people, it's like, I know the industry had made us like something that we're not like reachable, we're not touchable, I guess. But I'm kind of like breaking that. I'm like a hybrid of I don't even know what I am, but like I'm like she's like a K-pop idol, but she's like relatable, and I feel like she's my like that girl next door, or like my sister, or like my best friend from high school or whatever. And I love that because like I can connect to my fans more, and because my company is also they give me a lot of freedom on my social media. I'm like really open up to talk about like mental health too, and a lot of kids they like to DM me asking me like, "Hi, I'm so stressed with school," or like all older audience they're like, "I'm so stressed with work, like can you give me like, you know, can you kind of motivate me and all that stuff?" Because I love talking about like positive, like I put positive quotes, like I know I'm always smiling on social media, doing silly TikToks and all that stuff, and I guess it makes their day better somehow. So like I was like, first I thought that me filming TikTok was just like me doing nonsense, but then after seeing people like DMing me telling me that, you know, like all the content you've been putting up on social media, it's really inspiring me, and it makes my day better, you know. Just scrolling through the social media and just seeing me doing stuff, it makes me so happy. Thank you so much for being you. And after seeing that like multiple times, I was like, okay, I'm gonna work harder. And so I try to like post. A lot of people think I'm crazy because I post maximum like 10. Yeah, but I can do more. I can do more because I save up like, a lot of stuff.
You pre-recorded.
Okay.
No,
yeah.
Put in drafts.
I save up a lot of stuff. Like, but in one day when I film, I can film literally. I can put 10 up, but I just choose not to because I think it's a bit overwhelming.
Might be too much.
Yeah, so I just save it up a little bit. But it's just like, it's a platform I'm so comfortable with now.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's like I feel like a lot of people have been, you know, they're like, how do you get popular on TikTok? And a lot of people can't say that like they're comfortable. So that's a really cool position. And you mentioned the relatability.
I was about to bring that up. Like, you are definitely one of the few idols that is making this a thing. I think this is the new era for idols that you have to be relatable, quote unquote.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm seeing it like coming in here and there, and of course you're definitely one of the pioneers of that too. And it's cool to see because obviously people want to be relatable, because before like you said, it was like not reachable. Now it's like, I'm like you, which is true, you are like us, but
yeah,
different job.
Yeah.
There's one that you did recently, and it was like, I think this is one of the ones that went off. It was like me having like 70 million crushes at once, and you're like,
yeah, exactly, yeah.
I can relate.